Hi, all my dear friends. Welcome back to English Flex. Today we have a very important idea in English grammar. That is the modal verbs. We are to know about this idea in brief this time. This is only a short introduction to the modal verbs, and after that we'll complete in details everything or different uses of the modal verbs. But today we are to talk about the modal verbs from different sides. We will mention what are the modal verbs. Number two, different forms and the negative forms also, and contractions, and also we'll talk about the questions and answers using the modal verbs. So let's go. First of all, what are modal verbs? Modal verbs in English are a special group of auxiliary verbs, that is to say, they are helping verbs. They cannot stand alone in a sentence and they must be followed by other verbs to complete the meaning and the form of the sentence. Like what? Let's go and see the different forms of these verbs with different or in different forms. First, what about the different forms? Usually they have one form. Usually the modal verbs have one form. But we can say that we can find some forms refer to the present and the future with different functions, and some refer to the past. So let's move to these different forms. We have will with the past form would. Will is used to express a future possibility with F, and we have but would to make some permission requests, and also would share the past form is should to make also request to make good advice, and also we have can to express present ability, could for past ability, for requests also, and for permission. May to express possibility or in the present, and might also, but might is weaker than may. We have must to give a strong obligation, and then we have had to in the past. It changed into had to in the past. We have ought to for much stronger piece of advice in the present, and it doesn't have a past form. Then we have to or has to change into had to. If I want to give you some examples, I will go like that. Look, for example, when I say I will travel to France soon, I will travel to France soon. She can feed the animals well. They may visit grandparents tomorrow. You should keep fit. Look at the auxiliary. If I look at the first sentence, where is the auxiliary verb? That is will. And where is the main verb? Travel. In the second sentence, can is the auxiliary and feed is the main verb. In the third sentence, may is the auxiliary and visit is the main verb. And in the last sentence, should is the auxiliary and keep is the main verb. What do we notice, my friends, here? That all the modal verbs, whether in the present form like will and can, may, or in the past form like should, they must be followed by verbs infinitives. They must be followed by verbs infinitives. No s, no ing, no ed in the verb at the same time. No to, the preposition to cannot be found before the verb. So no infinitives and no additions at all. So all modals are followed by verbs in the base form, whether in the first case or in the second case, whether will or would, can or could. Move quickly. We have, for example, can, cannot, the short form can't. Could and could not, short form couldn't. Notice can and could do not have a short form. Will, apostrophe double L and will not want. Would, apostrophe D and Look at would, apostrophe D, and wouldn't. Would not becomes wouldn't. Shall doesn't have a short form, but shall not change into shan't. Should doesn't have a short form, but shouldn't have. We contract not in apostrophe T. And then we have may and may not. Both do not have contracted or short forms. We have might and might not. Might doesn't have a short form, but might not we can change not into a short form of mightn't. And must and mustn't. Must doesn't have, but must not can change into mustn't also. We contract or we have not as a short form. So these are the different forms in negative and in contraction. If we want to make if you wanted to make a question with all the auxiliary, these models, they are in the same way like other auxiliaries. We just make an inversion between the subject and the helping verb. That is to say, look for example at the sentence. If we have the sentence like this, they will play the tennis. They, this is the subject of the sentence, and will, this is the helping auxiliary, and play, this is the main verb. Tennis, this is the object of the sentence. We just make an inversion between they and will. So will they play the tennis? She can win. It becomes can she win the game, and so on. So we can say, will they? Yes, they will. No, they won't. Can she? Yes, she can. Or no, she can. Now, my friends, let's test our understanding about the auxiliary models in the following very short test. I will help you, give you some choices, and you think about the answer. Think well, and I will help you. As I said, Kate dash swim very well. She's a great swimmer. So Kate should or mustn't or can or can't. Think well about it. She's a good swimmer, so she can swim well. This is the answer. Another question. She play the piano. She is a musician. She can play well. She is a musician. So she cannot or mustn't or can or can't. She can play well. So she, yes, that is right. She can play well. Move to another one. The doctor told him that he eat less, that he dash eat less. He's too fat. So he should or mustn't or shouldn't or can eat less. He's too fat. This is a piece of advice. Either should or shouldn't, but eat less, yes, that is right. Excellent. Should eat less to be more fit. Another one. May I sit down now? May I sit down now? Which one in the sentence is a modal verb? Which word is a modal? So we can say it's may, or now, or sit, or down. Which one is modal here? Think well. This is an auxiliary. It comes immediately after the. This is a form of question. So we make an inversion between the subject and the verb. So the first word is the modal. It is may. Excellent. Another one. Another one. Could you help me lift the couch? Could you help me lift the couch? Which word here is auxiliary also? If this is a permission or may, this is a yes, this is a request, but in a past form. So we can say here couch or left or could or them. Again, this is in a form of a question. In the question, we make an inversion. We start with the auxiliary. So what is the auxiliary here? Think well. Right, that is could. That is could. Another one. Another one. Modal verbs are always followed by verbs gerund ing form to plus the infinitive or present simple or infinitive forms. Infinitive forms or present or gerund or to plus the infinitive. Of course, we remember that all of them are followed by bare infinitives, by base forms without to. So this is the bare infinitive. Yes, excellent. Another one. We use may and might for, try to remember, we say they are used for possibility, for obligation, for strong belief. Yes, may. This may happen 50%, I'm sure, and 50% I'm not sure. If this is a possibility or I'm sure, no, this is a possibility. Excellent. Present possibility, and that I have told you that might is much more weaker than may to make a possibility. Yes, look at the second question. The next question, we use must. Remember well, my friends, must is used for obligation. Think well, must you, must do. You have no choice. So this is for excellent obligation. We use should. You should study well. You should go here. You should go there. If this is for advice or a permission or obligation, should you may take or you may not take as you like, but I give you my opinion. This is for advice. We have another one. Yes. Which of these is used to express ability? Will or can or must? Will or can or must? For ability, we use, for ability, present or future ability, we use think, yes, right, we use can. Excellent. That is all, and we come to an end, my friends. I hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, please share it, subscribe, and like my video. Thanks a lot. See you soon.